It's time to break out the scavenging gear as two of gaming's most beloved and sexiest treasure hunters go toe-to-toe.
That was lovely.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and in today's duel, we're pitting Uncharted's Nathan Drake against Tomb Raider's Lara Croft.
I mean, what could possibly go wrong?
To determine the hypothetical winner, we'll be focusing on 5 distinct areas of expertise, and using the characters' established personalities and traits to determine who would win in a one-on-one fight. Assuming they, don't fall for each other's charms and just start making out. Before we begin, we publish new videos every day, so be sure to subscribe for more great content. Because Lara's story has been rebooted multiple times, we decided to judge her position based on an amalgamation of all her video game incarnations. So, no strengths or weaknesses will be left untouched. Round 1, Determination.
You go meet your girl in Nepal. I'm going somewhere warm.
Come on.
Hey, you can tell me all about it when you get back.
There's no denying that both of these heroes are extremely determined and forward-thinking individuals. However, only one can be more so than the other. Nathan Drake prides himself on his determination. Never one to back down from a fight or opportunity, Nathan is always thinking ahead to the next step in his adventure, whether it be an extremely daunting and challenging task or not.
I should be able to make it over to that brazier if I run for it. You won't. I'll clear the way for you once I get there.
Going up against hundreds of enemies with guns is just part of his job, as is climbing magnificently tall structures and buildings. Even when he's down and out, like bleeding from his stomach and close to death, he manages to push himself forward by using his signature humor and sheer determination. No challenge is too big for Nathan, and no enemy or location too daunting.
Holy shit.
Lara Croft, much like Nathan, prides herself on her work. She's an extremely strong and agile woman, able to push through various roadblocks and enemies in her way with surprising ease.
Well, you have my total attention now. I'm not quite sure if I've got yours, though.
However, she frequently second-guesses herself, particularly in the reboot, which significantly dampens her chances against Nathan. When she's injured, she takes a second and becomes scared, often worrying about the future and what might happen to her. While she still pushes on through her injuries and questioning mentality, she does show brief signs of weakness.
Is anyone listening? Please respond.
Lara, while still completely brave, does show brief signs of contemplation in her adventures, whereas Nathan is always ready to go on ahead, even to the disappointment and worry of his friends and family.
What is it with you? What are you trying to prove?
I'm not trying to prove anything.
Sorry, Lara, but if Nathan ever gets hurt in this fight, he'll soldier on as if nothing even happened, and he'll probably throw a few quips your way as well. Winner, Nathan Drake.
I'm sorry, do you have a plan to go along with that grenade?
Yes, I do. I'm gonna circle around this way, break up their little party.
Aren't you forgetting about somebody?
Round 2, Experience.
Ascending.
Nathan has been thieving and getting into general mischief since he was a child with his brother Sam. He broke out of his orphanage and into a house at a young age, showing adept skills of physical prowess in the process, which indicates that he has had practice in the vertical arts for quite some time.
Nice and easy.
Nice and easy.
His career as a thief began at a very young age, and he's been stealing well into his 30s, often traveling to exotic and fantastical locations like Shambhala. He certainly has more years in the biz than Lara, but does he have the job experience?
What, enough of this shit. All right, quit the theatrics.
Lara, on the other hand, was well into her life by the time she picked up treasure hunting. She was raised in a rich family, but whether it be a boat capsizing or a plane crash, her sense of adventure begins when she is fairly older. At least much older than Nathan when he began his precocious practice.
I think you forgot your climbing gear on purpose.
What would give you that idea?
She too has traveled to exotic locations in ancient cities, and has a whole room in her mansion devoted to the treasures she has acquired throughout the years, whereas Nathan just has stuff stored in the attic. It seems to us that she can do this job with her eyes closed, not to mention that she also took on a T-Rex multiple times. Can you beat that, Nate? While Drake certainly started early, his list of expeditions comes up short compared to the adventures Lara has been on. Winner, Lara Croft.
Keep yourselves caffeinated, lads. We've some work ahead of us.
Round 3, Weapons and Equipment.
Now that's better, isn't it?
Like a man living on the edge, Nathan often forgoes the preliminary suit-up and instead chooses to improvise in his adventures. Aside from a pistol or two, Nathan often shows up completely unprepared, often relying on picking up his enemy's more powerful weapons. He also lacks in the equipment category. In the 4th game, he comes equipped with a swinging rope, but let's be real, using it in combat isn't always a smart idea. While we love Nate's go-with-the-flow personality, it certainly hinders him in a fight.
If I catch you fighting one more time, 1 week in the hole for you.
Lara, on the other hand, is definitely the more professional of the two. While she also lacks large, powerful weapons, her signature dual pistols are always by her side. And she even knows how to wield a bow and arrow. What they both lack in powerful weapons, Lara makes up for in her equipment. Like the consummate professional she is, she comes equipped with many accessories to help her in her travels, including fingerless gloves for traversing, a backpack to store all of her belongings, and an extremely useful utility belt, which holds her aforementioned dual pistols, among other useful tools. Sorry Nathan, we love your do or die approach, but Lara came prepared for a fight. Winner, Lara Croft. Round 4, Allies.
All right, let's go.
No hero is complete without a sidekick. Nathan's allies are more than just allies, they're basically family. They stick with Nathan through thick and thin, even if they are constantly disappointed by his stupid and selfless behavior.
Tessel? I'm not so good with charades, pal.
Some of these family members include Sully, the mentor/pilot/general buddy, Chloe, a fellow treasure hunter, serial jeep thief Elena, his will they won't they girlfriend and eventual wife, who also happens to kick butt, and Sam, his tougher older brother.
Seems like a pretty good start.
Needless to say, these guys have Nate's back no matter what. Seriously though, Elena steals a jeep at the end of each Uncharted game. It's like she has a highly skilled bad habit or something.
I got you, come on!
Anyway, Lara prefers to work alone. That's not to say that she doesn't have some pretty good friends and colleagues though. Some of these include Alistair Fletcher, the man giving Lara instructions through her headset, Charles Kane, Lara's old history teacher, Winston Smith, Lara's trusted butler, Conrad Roth, her mentor figure, and Jonah, who travels with Lara on her adventures in the reboot.
This isn't goodbye. I'm not gonna say goodbye.
We got your back, Lara.
While these people may be more advantageous in a fight, they're not as memorable or versatile compared to Nathan's trusted and loyal sidekicks. Due to Drake's family, no one can come at Nathan and get away with it, including Lara. Winner, Nathan Drake.
Jump now!
Round 5, Versatility.
Perfect. Here we go.
In a fight, you can't rely on one trick alone. Therefore, versatility is key. And in this fight, it'll decide who comes out on top. Nathan is certainly a great adventurer. He's a fantastic climber, often traversing large cliffs, buildings, and other imposing landmarks that would make anyone pee their pants. He's also proven himself to be an adept brawler, often taking on large amounts of enemies at once and foes much larger than himself. On top of that, he's a fantastic marksman, evident by the fact that he can pick up any weapon off the floor and use it instantly. He obviously has vast amounts of knowledge in weapons and combat, which will certainly come in handy in the brawl against Lara.
Yeah, we can deal with that when we get there.
Look, that psycho would like nothing better than for you to show up.
Finally, Nathan shows a great sense of intelligence throughout the games, often solving dangerous puzzles and finding long hidden treasures, while always staying one step ahead of his adversaries in the process.
Backstabbing son of a bitch. Yeah, well, I learned from the best, didn't I? Get a move on.
As versatile as Nathan is, Lara can basically do anything he can. She can also traverse large distances and imposing structures. She can also travel through complex rooms and solve difficult puzzles. She is also an expert marksman and an adept brawler. However, she can also do things that Nathan can't.
This is incredible.
As evident in the reboot, Lara is a survivalist. She can hunt animals and scavenge for useful supplies, something that might come in handy in a duel if they would lose their ways and weapons. She is also quick to adapt, as she shows little to no survival skills before her accident, only to turn into a master treasure hunter in a few short hours. Finally, Lara is very nimble, often using silence and her agile body movements to her advantage. While Nathan always wins the day and finds the treasure, he often relies on a large amount of luck, whereas Lara proves to be smart, agile, and tough. This round is extremely close, but Lara edges out Nathan due to her survival skills and nimble movement, something the larger, bulkier Nathan Drake simply can't keep up with. Winner, Lara Croft. While it was a very close fight, Lara comes out the winner. While Nathan has good friends on his side and is far more determined in a fight than Lara, Lara can use her nimble agility, vast amounts of accessories, and more expeditions on her resume to outsmart and outlast Nathan.
I trust my instincts.
Do you agree with our outcome? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.